just sitting there. That's so bad. What the hell, man? Hey guys, what is going on? Draven here. Welcome back to the channel with another Metal Fan Reacts video. Now, I mentioned as I'm taking off my glasses because that glare just gets really annoying. So I mentioned in my previous Love Bites video that I did 2 reactions this week. And then this one I kind of hyped up towards the end of the last video. So I've been enjoying a lot of you guys' comments about Love Bites, because anytime I question something in it, I get 10 comments addressing any concern or any question I have. So a lot of people were mentioning that in that previous video that's a church, and that's an actual physical church that is in Japan, and that there's actually been concert venues at. So that makes a lot of sense that they filmed it there, and that's really cool that that wasn't just a set. That was an actual concert venue that people have gone to, that that they do shows at. And that's what I was mentioning in that previous video, how churches have probably one of the best acoustics, especially the older school churches have one of the best acoustics. So I bet live shows at that concert venue is probably super killer. So I'm excited that people actually knew what I was talking about, and I was excited that people actually had answers, because as you guys may learn from my reaction videos, I purposely do little to no research and I do very little research, so that way when I'm reacting to it, it's as organic as possible. I know nothing prior to leading into it, and I do that on purpose, so that way anytime I have questions or wondering what is going on with something, I have it. It's like an organic reaction, if that makes any kind of sense. Either way, guys, like I mentioned at the end of that video, I'm doing a reaction to Set the World on Fire. This is live from the Ride for Vengeance tour of 2021, and this video just got released about a week and a half ago. So I'm excited. A lot of comments where people recommending this video, this particular song at this particular venue. So I'm excited to hear it. Again, I watched a little tidbit of it for the end of that video. That was like a 10-second reaction clip. That wasn't my full reaction, obviously. So I'm excited to jump into it. So without further ado, let's jump into Love Bites, Set the World on Fire, live from the Ride of Vengeance tour 2021. Set the world on fire! All right. So I'm gonna stop real quick. So someone mentioned that the symbol, that this star that's right there, is actually the drummer's old symbol that she no longer uses. So she cut into a star and then made a little spinning thing. I think it's the fact that so many people know those kind of minute details about this band just shows how dedicated this fan base to Love Bites is. And I believe the fan base is referred to as Wolfpack, which I think is amazing. I love when bands have the fan base that actually have names for the fans. Obviously, very famously, Slipknot has maggots. I think Disturbed is the Disturbed Ones, but I forget Disturbed's actual name for their band or for their fans. But I love, the Wolfpack community, because you guys have been super supportive as I'm doing reactions to these videos. So I appreciate it very, very much that you guys have so much information. I love reading all the comments about the information on this band. But that was just something that I remember in one of the comments, someone said that that's the drummer's old symbol that she cut into a star, and now it's a little spinny thing. And I think that's so awesome. That's so awesome. It's a really good hype, like, intro to the song. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna go back, and I apologize for doing this, guys. It's sitting. It's a sitting concert. Like, there's no... Usually at some venues, they'll have like a general admission would be like in the front with no seats, and then you could buy seats for a little bit more on the sides if you don't want to be standing up the whole time. But all these are seats. Interesting. That is very interesting. I've never seen that before. I've never seen a concert venue have exclusively seats. It makes it a little bit harder to mosh, but as someone mentioned some of the comments, specifically in Japan, there's just certain bands that kind of gear towards that moshing. And actually, someone mentioned this. I'm not 100% how accurate this is, but someone mentioned that like in the culture of Japan, they're there to more appreciate the music and enjoy the music, and so like mosh pitting is not as big of a thing, I guess, if that makes sense. And well, I mean, it makes sense to me, like in the sense of like you're there to enjoy the music, I don't want to say relax, but you're there to enjoy the music, appreciate the talent that is the musicians and stuff like that. So it kind of makes sense that you want to be almost ignoring the talent by just like, So I get it. It's just interesting to see that a concert venue has exclusively seats. Like there's no standing room. Like with the show I'm going to, the Trivium show, which I mentioned in my previous videos, that I'll have a Trivium show coming up in a couple days. It's actually actually on Monday. So I'm super excited to finally see a live show. I haven't been to a live show since 2019. So I'm really excited to see, and my last live show that I saw was Trivium. But I got seat tickets because my wife is going. This is her first rock concert, is to see Trivium. And so I'm super excited for her to enjoy Trivium. But I have access to the mosh pit, because I'll be definitely mosh pitting. All right, getting a little bit heavier. I like it. Sick. Oh, I'm so sick. It's sick looking with the red strobe going on like it. So it makes it look like her hand is like glitching really quickly up. I love that. I love how that effect looks and how when she's playing the guitar, like, that's fucking amazing. So again, with Love Bites, as someone mentioned in one of the comments, you can't expect to understand where the direction is going. Like you'll never be able to predict how the song's going to sound with Love Bites, and it's very, very true, because I was not expecting this kind of heavier style from Love Bites, and at least in my opinion, this sounds like one of the heavier songs, at least of what I've listened to. If there's heavier songs, obviously let me know, but this is awesome. So this does sound, at least in my opinion, it's sounding a lot like that Kitty song that I showed you in a previous video. It's a lot more heavier and a little more grungier. It's so fucking good. I love her pink shoes. That's so great. Is that the... Oh no, it's the other one that left. So naturally, I'm assuming there's going to become a guitar solo, which is something I've grown to expect from Love Bites, to have like really awesome guitar solos. So I've been with my wife now for 3 years. I'm dating, and then we just got married. We only got married recently, like 2 months ago. But one thing that I've been trying to get her is to come on to do a reaction to, but she doesn't really listen to the same kind of music I do. She's a little more of the country or poppier type stuff, and she does listen to some rock. I mean, she does appreciate Metallica and some Blink-182 stuff like that. And she'll sit through like a Disturbed song and stuff like that. So I'm really excited for her to go to a Trivium show because she's only heard Trivium anytime it's on the radio. And so I just kind of briefly showed her not this song, but a different song from LOVEBITES, one of my reaction video songs. And I was like, hey, what kind of music do you think this band plays? And she's like, well, obviously, if you're listening to it, it's probably heavy metal or something. I was like, yeah, but like, so she, so I was like, look at the dresses and like the pretty hair and the high heels and stuff like that. And so we ended up listening to it, and so it was during one of the guitar solo parts, and she mentioned, she's like, man, like, she goes, it looks effortlessly, like they look like they're just fucking casually playing, yet they're playing this extremely hard riff. And I was like, yeah, it's fucking badass. Like, these chicks are badass, man. And so I forgot that she made that comment earlier this morning. So, but I'm excited because I know when it gets a little bit more mellower in the song, guitar solos start coming out. That's so good. Just sitting there. That's so bad. What the hell, man? I don't want to stop it, but I have a comment. I love it because they battle. I love how they do that. Just how? It's just so good. What the fuck? I don't get it. It's so good. Alright, so there's a comment I wanted to make and something I noticed, and I mentioned this in my way previous videos with all the different ones. Like, it's so with them having such extremely long guitar solos, because some bands usually do like maybe a 10 or 20 second, like they go like 30 seconds, almost a minute long on these guitar solos. The singer kind of doesn't have much to do in that sense. And so one thing I did notice is that the singer put her back to the audience and kind of walked into where there's not really much lights and got water and stuff like that, and that's completely obviously normal. So one time I've seen Dragon Force twice. The second time I saw them, so the first time I saw them, they were headlining. It was like a smaller venue. It was like maybe 300 people max in this venue, and so they changed their songs. Their songs weren't as long as their record songs, like, if that makes sense. Like, they did this, like, so, like, Through the Fire and the Flames, they didn't have the super long-winded guitar solos. They did it for like maybe 30 seconds, not their 3-minute long stuff. But at the big venue where they actually opened for Iron Maiden, they played their songs entirely. They played like their 9-minute songs. And one thing I did notice that I don't want to say like I got pissed off at, but it kind of bothered me, was the singer would, during the guitar solos, went off stage and he sat down during guitar solos, and I'm like, and I could see him, like I was in the front row, and I could see stage left, and I was like, what? Like, so I thought it was weird. I thought it was like very like, I'm not a musician. I don't know shit about being on a band or anything like that. So like, I don't know if that's fucking normal or, excuse the language, if that's normal or whatever the case may be. So like, I felt that I felt really weird about it. I mean, I felt like that was like very like, I don't know the correct word. You guys might, you know what I mean. I don't know. Hopefully you guys know what I'm getting at. So like, with her stepping back just during one, it was a little different. She stayed on stage and stuff like that. But I remember very specifically going like, that was kind of shitty of that singer to get off stage just to go sit down while his bandmates played the rest of the song. Anyways, and then he came out when it was his time to sing. So like, I don't know. It's like, I feel like this going back in the water is one thing, but going to go sit down, I don't know. I don't know. That's probably not a good take, but I apologize if that's a bad take and you guys are upset about that. It felt weird. It felt weird. Felt weird. I didn't like it. But back to the song, because I paused it enough. Where we're at, 11 minutes. Shit. God, so good. It's gotta be really hot with those flames coming out with that drummer being right there. That has gotta be hot. Oh no, yeah, there are chairs. They're just stations. Okay, that's weird. God, I love her shoes. March 26, 2021, Tokyo Dome City Hall. Yeah, so that was freaking, I've only listened to 3 or 4 Love Bite songs, but that by far was one of my favorites. That is way more the type of music I listen to, in that heavier type of grunger type sound. So that was fucking amazing, and their live shows must be awesome to see. So I hope one day I get to see a Love Bites live, because they just look absolutely amazing to watch live. So I do appreciate that suggestion. A lot of comments suggested Set the World on Fire, this particular song, just because it just came out August 24th. Or some song just came out, but the video just came out August 24th. So I appreciate you all for recommending that song. And of course, as always, leave a like or a comment if you want me to react to another Love Bite song. If you guys could do me a favor, when you do make a comment on it, link the video that you guys are suggesting, just because sometimes there's high quality ones, low quality ones, cell phone footage and stuff like that. So I don't like it. I end up getting a recording of like a minute in, and then I realize it's like a cell phone video with the sound quality like shit. So anyways, let me know in the comment section what song I should react to next. And yeah, let me know what you guys think of the video. As always, you can follow me on all my social media platforms. They're in the link below. Follow me on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. If you want to reach out, it's my personal Facebook. I don't have a Facebook page. It's my personal Facebook. Knock yourself out. And of course, as always, please subscribe and leave a comment. I appreciate you all. You guys have a great weekend. Stay safe. Wash your hands. I'm not too sure if I'm going to get a reaction out before the concert. I might. I was going to do a Trivium reaction, but it gets blocked like crazy. And so I just rather not deal with it. I don't know. Like I mentioned, I've met Matt a few times, for the lead singer of Trivium and the guitarist. I've met him a few times. Not too sure if he's going to remember me, but hopefully he knows that I'm going to his concert on Monday. I love you guys. You have yourself a great day. Like I said, stay safe. Wash your hands. Enjoy your weekend. Have a good holiday if you're here in the States. And I'll check you in the next video. Peace.